Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Cher if you're new here. Thanks for stopping by. So today I have a little bit of a combined haul for you guys. I've got some goodies from Dollar Tree and Dollarama. And today I'm also going to be sharing with you how I put together this really simple, really pretty wreath for Valentine's Day. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, make sure you stick around. So I'm going to start off with the items that I picked up from Dollar Tree. Now, because I'm making a new wreath, I needed to pick up another one of these heart-shaped metal wreath forms. I love getting my wreath forms from Dollar Tree because $1.25 is such a great deal. You're definitely going to pay more than that at Michael's or Joann's or Hobby Lobby or anything like that. So if you see these, you might want to grab them because I'm sure that they are going fast because we are getting pretty close to Valentine's Day. So if you want to make one of these, you might want to get in there and grab one while you can. Now, the other thing that you're going to need if you want to make something similar to the one I made before is some floral of some kind. So Dollar Tree actually had a lot of floral today, and I found these. They're calling them cabbage roses, and they came in all different colors. So I picked up this really, really pretty pastel pink, and it's got like the white edges to it as well. I thought those were beautiful. And then I found these ones. I kind of reminded me of like succulents kind of a little bit. I just thought these were really pretty, and along with this softer pink, I thought the combination would be really, really nice to put on my heart-shaped wreath. So we'll see how that ends up looking. So when it came time to put the greenery on this particular wreath, I actually didn't have any floral tape at the time, and I just used Scotch tape. It worked, but I thought I better grab myself another package of just their green floral tape. Just to have in my stash, so when it comes to projects like this, I will be prepared. So pretty much every pair of sock that I have in my sock drawer came from Dollar Tree. I just love their socks, and I needed some more for work, and I picked this pair up. These are from Pro Player. They came in a women's version as well, but I thought the men's actually seemed a little bit better quality. So for two pairs, $1.25. Yes, please. Megan and I are going to be putting together kind of a little bit of a special Valentine's to charcuterie board, which you're going to see some items that I picked up from Dollarama that are going to be perfect for that. And we're also going to be doing like, setting up the dining room table. So I thought I would just grab a package of their table scatter. So you get 60 pieces and they're glitter little hearts here. I thought that'll be kind of cute just to kind of, just scatter them around and just make it look a little more Valentine's-y. So I saw a little tip the other day, I believe it was on TikTok, that if you put your fresh fruit, specifically berries like raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, anything like that, into a mason jar or a glass container with a really tight fitting sealed lid, that the fruit will last a lot longer than it does just sitting in their little plastic containers. So I'm gonna give that a try because I end up throwing so much out because I don't get a chance to use it. You know what it's like, that you get it home and it only lasts a couple of days and there's moldy ones in there already. So apparently what you do is you just put them straight from the package in here, don't wash them. You wash them as you need kind of thing, as you're pulling them out. So I'm gonna give this a try because these little jars from Dollar Tree actually have like, they're like a little sealer on the inside here. So these lids do fit really, really tight. I almost bought the bigger one because it was the same price. Now these are $1.50 here in Canada. Some of our items, especially the glassware, are $1.50 now. And I was gonna get the bigger one, like I said, because it was the same price, but I thought, this would be kind of more appropriate size for berries and things like that. And it won't take up so much room in my fridge. So I'm gonna give it a try and I'll let you guys know what I think. And the last item that I picked up from Dollar Tree was this adorable little Valentine's mat. I plan on just putting this at my back entrance so we can be greeted by this every day when we come in. There was a few varieties that they had. There was one that had XOXO. There was another one that had black kind of shiplap lines on it. I almost picked that one up, but I do have kind of a black checkered pattern larger mat that I like to layer. So that'll be underneath this. I think the black from that mat will look really good with this one. It'll pop. So I love picking up these little mats. If they get dirty, you just throw them away after the season or the holiday's over. But I thought this was really, really cute. So moving on to Dollarama, I picked up a box of my favorite kitchen garbage bags. I love these things. You guys have seen me haul these a million times. You get 20 bags in here for $1.25. And then I also picked up another package of these. I love these. I use them pretty much every night while I'm washing my dishes. They're great for scouring pots and pans, and you don't have to worry about scratching them because they don't ruin those kinds of surfaces. And you get 10 in here for $1.25 as well. So everything else that I have to share with you are food items. So first up is just a bag of these pretzel sticks. Megan and I love these. These are really delicious if you dip them in like tzatziki dip. That is our favorite way to eat these, and you get this big bag for $1.50. So last week you would have seen me haul the pink variety of these Little Debbie cakes. Oh my goodness, so that was a white cake with pink icing. Well, this week I got the chocolate. I think these are just so adorable, and these are gonna look so cute on our charcuterie tray that we're gonna be making for Valentine's Day. And the rest of the items that I'm gonna share with you, I have that in mind as well. So I just picked up this little bag of caramel filled milk chocolate hearts. These were $2.50. I don't know how many are actually in here. It's only about half full, but I think again, these are gonna be just a really cute little addition just to kind of fill in some of the areas on that little tray. And then I saw these. I love macaroons. So I don't know how many are in here. Probably not very many. There's only 150 grams. These were $1.50. And I was looking at the calorie content in these. So you get 2 little macaroons for only 140 calories. So I thought that was a pretty good find. And then the last thing that I picked up for our little Valentine charcuterie tray was just this little package of tartlets. They are cookies with strawberry flavoring topping, and they were only $1. Again, I just picked them up because they, got the strawberry color. I think these are just going to be a nice little pop on the tray. I've never tried these. They do come in I think it's a hazelnut or a chocolate filled center. I've never tried these, so I'm kind of interested to see what these are going to be like. So London Drugs is actually right next door to Dollarama, and I thought I would just pop in there quickly because you just never know what you might find in there. And because it was my birthday last month, I belong to their, their rewards program, and you get $5 to spend in their store on your birthday month, or it just carries over, which, you know what, I must have had that same $5 coupon voucher or whatever from 2 years ago, because I actually had $10. When I got up to the till, I got $10 off my purchase, and I'm gonna share with you what I found and what I bought. Here we go. So my boyfriend actually bought us e-bikes for Christmas. We each have an e-bike, we put them together, they're sitting in the garage, and they're taunting us every single day because we have to walk by them every day, and we're just itching to get them out. It's still very much winter here. It's too cold, and there's snow and muck and stuff, but very soon we're gonna be able to get out on those bikes. So we needed some helmets, and I found helmets at London Drugs today. They're actually selling e-bikes there too. They sell a little bit of everything in that store, my goodness. So this is from the brand Burn. Yeah, it's called Burn. And my bike is white, my boyfriend's bike is black, and these were an amazing find. Actually, they were regularly $89.99, and they were on sale today for $25, I think they were 25 something, $24.99, yeah, 25 bucks. So I did try it on the store because, you gotta make sure it's gonna fit, right? They had kids ones, they had ladies, they had men's. You know what? For a bike helmet, I thought it wasn't actually too bad, and it fits my melon pretty good. So I can't wait to get out on our bikes. Oh my goodness. So I'm really hoping to be able to bring you guys along on one of our bike trips. Probably not the inaugural one because I haven't been biking in years, so I'm gonna be a little rusty, I'm sure, but I do wanna show you just how beautiful it is around here. We have an amazing bike trail literally in our backyard, and it goes for miles, and everyone comes from far and wide to use it. So can't wait to get out there and do that. We're really looking forward to just having something that we can do together and that we can enjoy together. So yeah, if you need a helmet, get on over to London Drugs if you're here in Canada. That is a really good deal, and they seem really well made too. So next up, I'm going to show you how to turn that heart-shaped wire wreath into something like this. So here we go. So what you're going to need to make this little burlap wreath is a roll of burlap, obviously. Now I picked this up from Dollarama, and I got this a few years ago. I have quite a few of these in my stash. I believe they're $4 now. This is an item that Dollarama carries quite often, and at Christmas time you can even get like red. Halloween, I've seen it in black and purple and orange. So yeah, this is pretty readily available, but if you're not in Canada and you want to get some of this burlap, you can find it at Michael's. I'm sure you could get it at Joann's or Hobby Lobby or any of those kinds of places. Maybe even Walmart might even sell this. I haven't actually looked, so I'm not really sure. But anyway, this one has 10 yards on it, and I didn't even use a whole roll last time I made the other one. So let's go ahead and get started here. This really is so easy, you guys. What you're also gonna need is a pipe cleaner. You could also use a little piece of floral wire. You could use even a zip tie, whatever you want. It's just basically to hold the burlap onto the wreath form at the start and again at the end. Then you're also going to need some flowers of some sort. I've got a bit of an array of things, some greenery. These little flowers actually I bought last year at Dollar Tree. I can't wait till they get these out again. I will definitely be stocking up. These are some of my favorite things to find at Dollar Tree. It almost looks like they're flocked or like lamb's ear or whatever. I love this stuff, especially for spring and Easter and all that kind of stuff. It looks so pretty. And then I've just got, like I say, just a variety of different things. I don't know what I'm going to be using yet, but I want it to look a little different than the first one I made. You're probably going to need some glue, so get your glue gun plugged in, and I probably will be using some of this floral tape, but you can use Scotch tape, that works too. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to just cut a little piece of this chenille stem. Actually, one pipe cleaner will probably do, yeah. And then all you gotta do is just attach this right onto your frame. Now, with this particular frame, it only has like a middle portion, so this technique works really, really well for this type of framework. So basically all you're going to be doing is you're going to be pushing this burlap up on both sides of this center wire here, just right here. So all you got to do is just attach this with your little pipe cleaner, and because burlap's got lots of little holes in it, this is really easy to do. It doesn't have to be pretty because this is all going to be hidden on the back side here. So that's all I've done is I've just grabbed some of the burlap, poked it right through the holes there, and I'm just going to attach it to this little rung right here. Give it a few twists. You could also even just kind of wind this around to hide your pipe cleaner, and then that way it also won't scratch the door or whatever it is that you're putting it on. Yeah, so once you get that all wrapped around there and hidden, now is the fun part, and this actually goes really, really quickly. This is the fastest way and easiest way. Seriously, anybody can make a wreath like this using this technique. So all you do is you're just going to surround that little middle rung, and you're going to just push and gather, push and gather. And that's all you have to do, you guys. You just keep going like that, and you get this in here nice and tight in this first section here. So just kind of keep rolling your burlap out, and that's all you got to do. This couldn't be any simpler. And once you get this on here nice and tight, see how it just automatically kind of just does this kind of, I don't know, I love this look. I just think it looks so pretty. It's like a ruffle. And you just keep going until this gets nice and tight on this first section. And then I'll just show you how to get to the next section. It's really easy too. You don't have to do anything special. You don't have to tie it off or anything. You just keep going. So you can make this as tight and as full as you want. Like I said, I had enough on this roll to do the whole thing. But of course, the first one I was a little bit afraid that I wasn't going to have enough, so I didn't do it as tight as maybe I could have. So we're almost there. Now, working with burlap can be, it can be very hard on your hands, especially if you've got dry hands or skin or whatever. And it's kind of fibery, and it can almost give you like little slivers. So if you don't like that feeling, you could even wear gloves while you're doing this. Okay. And any little stray strings that you have later, you could always just snip those off. So there we go. I've got this in here pretty tight. Now I'm going to go to the next section. So all you do is just start over again here. Like I said, I'm not tying anything off. I'm just starting in the next section, pulling it on either side. And now I can let go of this because it's nice and tight, and we'll just carry on. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to continue all the way around my little form here. And then once I've got this all filled in, I'll show you how to finish it once I get to the other side here. And then we can start decorating it with our floral. So I'm just working on the last little section here. I'm almost there, and this is how much I have left. So I think I'm gonna make it. So I'm just gonna keep gathering here. until it's nice and full. The one thing with this wire wreath, sometimes the burlap gets caught on some of these little edges, which can be a little bit of a pain in the butt, but whatever. Just keep carrying on. Perseverance. This really is like the fastest way to make a wreath form. Oh my gosh, you guys, I literally have put this together in like, I don't even think it's taken me 10 minutes. And I absolutely love this rustic burlap look. I know it's not for everybody, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I really do love it. Okay, so I think I've got this in here as tight as I can. I don't think I can stuff any more in. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut this little bit that I have left off. And then we're just gonna attach it to the wreath form so that it won't unravel. Got my little stem here. So now we just have to figure out where to attach it. So I'm just going to tie it right to this last metal bar that kind of goes across here, just so that it can't come undone. And then I'll attach it right to the frame. And just give it a few twists. And that's not going anywhere. And then again, I'll just wrap the little bit of wire that I have left. I'm just going to wrap it right around the frame. So again, it's not going to scratch the door or wherever the wall or whatever it is that you're putting this up against. And then the rest of this, you can actually just kind of tuck under the wire. And any little stray strings that you have, this is the time that you can snip all of those and kind of give it a little bit of a fluff. Look at how easy and quick that came together, and I love just the way it looks just as it is without anything on it. I think it's really pretty. It's very rustic, very simplistic. So if that's the kind of look you're going for, you could just leave it as it is, but you know me. I'm gonna kick it up a notch. I'm gonna add some floral to this. So yeah, let's see what we can do to make this even prettier. So I'm gonna start by just cutting off some of these little roses here, and we'll just see what they look like once they're kind of put into place. That's kind of what I like to do, is just kind of do a dry run, and just before I start actually gluing anything on, I like to just kind of play around with the arrangement. I don't like these leaves. I'm not going to keep them for anything. I don't think they look very realistic. Some floral is better than others, and some greenery is definitely better than others. Walmart apparently is a pretty good place to find floral. I know in the US they have a lot. Here where I live in Canada, in BC, my Walmart doesn't have any floral. They used to a long time ago, but they haven't had any for quite some time. Now I don't know if I'm going to be using any of these or not, but I'm just going to pull a couple of these off too. Okay, so let's just kind of play around with the arrangement here. I kind of like to put my arrangement, you know, kind of in the one corner, but you could totally do all the way around if you wanted to. If you had lots of these really pretty roses, you know, you could put these all around. You know, that would be really pretty as well. It just kind of depends on what kind of look you're going for and what you have available. You know, you could go all the way around, and that would be really pretty too. These flowers are a little bit on the big side, but I kind of tend to like to do like a little cluster. And usually I try to do an odd number. So let's see what these little green ones look like together. And I'm going to pull the greenery right off because, like I say, I don't really like the greenery at all. So let's play around with this. Now I could do these 3 colors. I don't know, I'm not really a fan of this darker pink. I'm kind of liking the lighter colors. There, I think I like that. I like the combination of those colors together and the sizes of the roses here. I think those are nice. Now we just need some like greenery, something to kind of elongate here just to make it look a little more full on the sides. So then I have this stuff here. It looks like, I don't know, is this eucalyptus? I think that's what that's called. I'm going to cut a few little twigs of this off. And I want to leave these ones a little bit longer so that I have something that I can wrap together and kind of layer. You'll see here in a minute what I mean. So what I'm planning on doing is just kind of filling in some of these areas here, just to kind of give you an idea. See how it's already starting to kind of come to life? So you can kind of play around with the arrangement. And again, I like to do things in like odd numbers. So that might be a little too much. Here, I'll just pull a couple of these off. So you can kind of start to get the idea what that's starting to look like. And don't be afraid to kind of manipulate this. You can pull it so that the greenery is up a little closer to the flowers. And then you can start layering in some of these colors. Oh, I love the purple. Yep, that's starting to look really pretty. I like those colors. Now I think we need a pop of yellow or even a hot pink or something. So I have a couple of options for yellow. I have this stuff. Yeah, I think the yellow would be really pretty in there. So let's just pull some of this off. There we go. I'm really liking that actually. I think that looks really pretty. So now I'm gonna get my glue gun plugged in, get it nice and hot, and we're gonna start attaching some of these things. So I'm just gonna show you guys, I've just made like a little bundle, and I'm going to use my floral tape just to kind of attach them all together. So now I have something that looks kind of like that, and I'm going to make another bundle to be similar on the other side. So that's going to go underneath my little roses like that. All right, so my glue gun is hot, and I like the position that I have everything in right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift off my flowers, and like I say, I liked where my greenery was sitting, so I'm going to go ahead and just glue that where it is right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find where it's kind of hitting and touching the burlap, so I know where to put my glue. I'm just going to put a bunch right all along here and kind of hope for the best. And just kind of hold my burlap. You can kind of lift it up and manipulate it here a little bit too, just so that you get a good bond. So there's what we have so far. I've got those all attached. Now we just need to put the roses in place here. Now I kind of already knew where I wanted them, so let's just make sure that this still looks good. Put a bunch of glue right on the stem and stick it back right where I want it to go here. I love it. Oh my gosh. Check that out. I think this turned out really, really cute. A little different than the other one I made. And what I'm going to do here is, just a second, I'm going to put them side by side so you can see the differences, but you saw how quick and easy that came together. You guys probably already have some floral and things at home that you could, you know, just go look through what you already have. Yeah, all you need really is just a roll of burlap and a wreath form, and voila, you got yourself a really pretty wreath for Valentine's Day. So here they are side by side, and you can see that the burlap on this one is just a little bit darker. Didn't know that until I got them side by side. So what do you think? Which one's your favorite? Number 1 or number 2? I'm not sure which one I like better. I think number 1 I'm partial to, but I do like them both. So I hope this has inspired you guys to make yourself something for Valentine's Day. As you can see, it really doesn't take a whole lot and doesn't take that much time either to put together something special. Until next time, I hope you guys are doing well. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you again on the next one. Bye for now, everybody.